Yes, y'all already know it's morning all times of the day. I'm your host, Donna B. Frazier, and today I have with me the beautiful, the talented, the underappreciated artist, because y'all better appreciate this girl art, because I do. Kora, the artist. How you feeling?
I feel good. Little high, but
hot and high. How's that combo?
It's actually not that bad because when you're high, you don't really care that much. But
okay, well, let me tell y'all something. I didn't meet her. This is my first time officially meeting her. But I saw her at the Hippie Life Crew event, and she was singing. And child, I was like, I need her on my show. And I think it was like a couple of days later or something. I had hit her up and was like, yeah, come on over. Yeah. So before we really get into it, because I always got some antics or some games or something. But where are you from originally?
Well, really, I'm from Britain. Sorry, I'm saying. I'm from, I don't really know, because I was born in South Carolina, but I only lived there for like 8 months of my life, so it doesn't really count. I'm gonna claim Maryland because that's where I spent most of my, evolutionary childhood. Mm-hmm. But I did stay with my father because and my mother are separated, so I stayed with them back and forth. And he lived in like Southeast DC or the Northeast side, and she lived in Maryland all the time. So yeah.
So what was it like growing up, like having the household with the two separate parents?
It was cool for me when I was young because, my dad, he would like steal things, and like we would like be able to take like McDonald's into like the movie theaters, and like we would go to more than one movie. Mm-hmm. So that was cool. But my mom, she was more strict, but she was also more like, if you work for what you want, I will give you freedom. So like when I was in 5th grade, I was able to walk home by myself because I proved 2 weeks in a row that I called her every night. You know what I'm saying? Say, hey, and my homework's done. And when she came home, everything was cool. So it was like that good hood privilege balance.
Oh, you good.
Yeah,
good.
It was fun.
Do you have siblings?
Yes, but I didn't get a sibling until I was like 16. And that's on my father's side. He has 5.
It's always on the daddy side.
Mm-hmm.
Girl, that
was rolling stone.
Ooh. Okay, pause. We about to sing. Alright, I can't sing, but that's not the point.
No, she hit a little.
Don't lie.
She said, Father. She did that.
Listen, you know how alright, I was talking about this earlier, so I'm gonna just do it. You know how in elementary school, was you in chorus?
Yeah, not in elementary, in high school.
Oh, yeah. That don't count. Why wasn't you in elementary?
Because when I was in elementary school, I was a really big nerd, and I was into everything but creativity until I hit middle school.
I feel like they forced you in chorus. It wasn't an option for me.
Mm-mm.
So you don't remember singing, who was that song? Shoot.
Hell to the now.
No, girl, what was it? It was shoot. No, it wasn't Father. We was
thinking about Tyler Perry.
Girl, it was some patriotic song. Oh, my country, tears of things.
Why would they teach y'all that in elementary school?
But you couldn't sing. It was
it was just
the
opera Jones. Yeah.
Girl, yes. I was in the front line. So what? So you took it up in high school?
Yeah.
Did you have to audition for that?
Well, you got to pick your creative class, and I picked choir as one of my classes, and then as I got into it, I really, really loved the art of learning how to do music and using your vocals as an instrument. Mm-hmm. But I became treasurer my sophomore year. I became vice president my junior year, and president of the choir my senior year, and of the financial side of the school too. So I did I always had this
balance.
Yeah, for some reason, yeah.
So you was the only one that could sing.
Yeah, and my family. My father can sing a little bit.
Girl, I'm talking about in school.
Oh no!
Oh, I'm about to say
no. Shout out to David Harrison. He's gospel. He's I can't do all the runs and stuff, but oh yes. And it's a lot of people that was at the Hippie Life Crew event that you saw me at that I know from high school that saw me live there for the first time, which was dope.
Okay, that sounds good. Alright, y'all, I'm with Kora the artist. Alright, so yeah, we about to hop into a play little game. Of course, we always start off with I Got the Munchies. If you saw that,
I'm excited, y'all. Hold on, wait. Because I watched Nooches. That's my homie. Shout out to Nooches. Hey. But I'm so excited. You don't even understand it. Come on, let's go.
Alright, listen. But it's a remix.
Alright.
So you're not going to be blindfolded.
Right,
it's clear as day what you about to eat.
I wanted something different anyway. I'm special.
I hear that. Yes, Nucci. You, yeah. It's let me stop because he might come back. But no. So So this time, what we're gonna do is this gonna be me against you. It's 12 crackers right here. These are saltine crackers. That's why I got the water. I don't know. You keep those close by. Well, that too. It's burning up in here. We surviving. But this was about to happen. Whoever eat 12 crackers first and whistle the song. What is it called? There you go. Jules Santana, the little. Clearly, you can do it. It's a little faint, but she can do it. She can do it though. So yeah, you ready?
So can I? Well,
no, you can't drink in between. I'm with you though. We need this together. All right, let's have to make this happen.
All right, come on.
All right. Come on, somebody say go. Somebody in the background say go.
She leave me.
Oh.
Go. Leave me hanging.
Grandma! Come on. Come on, girl. I'm going to well. Ooh! I'm going to die! I got this some water. Oh, God. What the freak? What am I wiring up? I can't do it. I can't do it. See, I got a video. I got a whole plate. Alright, I'll let you get one. I'll let you get it. I'll let you get it. I'll let you get it. No, you don't win. You didn't win. I'm done. I'm done.
the song?
I'm done.
Look for you, but you can't fly free, baby, fly with me. I'm in love with a bumblebee. Boosting what you're giving me, 'cause you so sweet to me. Oh, yeah.
We are back. You are back. We've been here. You are watching the Kickback DMV with Diamond B. Frazier and the lovely
Kora, the artist.
Say it one more time, Dad.
Kora, the artist.
Man, let me tell you, that last segment, I'm not gonna lie, it was an epic fail on my part. Apparently she whistled. But I'm gonna watch that back. Because I was gone.
Y'all with me.
I was on a whole nother planet. Like, I remember doing this. Like, and I was a beast. I don't know what happened. Like, I died off the fourth cracker. It's all good. Listen, in honor of her singing, can you please sing it? Because, like, you don't have to sing the whole song. Just sing Do Say. That's it. I just want to sing.
So I have two singles.
Yeah, Freakum. Don't forget that.
Do Say is my joke because you can't talk that. But you want me to the hook part?
Yes.
I don't know what keys in. Do say, say. I walk up in this bitch, tryna feel like, do say.
Girl, yes. I'm not gonna lie. I was in that whole singing that train. I was like, do say. I'm not the one to do it.
Part and it's so funny.
I love it.
Do say. I'll be like, yes, get your DMV ration one.
Yes, so in honor of that, and I love Freakum Dress, but we're gonna play a game called Off the Do Say.
Alright, I like that.
But this is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna just give you some statements, maybe a question or something. You gotta tell me if you think they off the do say.
Okay.
That means you don't agree with them.
Okay.
If they not off the do say, then you agree with them.
If they're not off the do say, then I agree with them. Okay, cool, got it.
If they on the do say, it's like,
Nigga, you
nah,
tripping.
you're tripping. Alright, I don't even know what this says, but I'm gonna just read it. So we in this together.
Okay.
Alright, so the first one. I smoke weed every day. It's not like I smoke all day, but I'm still productive. I just like to sit back and smoke every day. Off the do say?
No, they're cool.
Every
That's
day?
my kind of guy or girl.
Every day?
Every day. Smoke weed every day.
What is it about?
Or get high every day.
What is it?
You can eat it.
What's the difference?
You don't
Oh,
smoke.
eating.
Yeah,
Okay.
if you don't want to smoke. Or if you're on like other stuff, I don't, condone. But yeah.
I never smoked before. So you have to describe to me.
In 2016?
I have never smoked weed.
It's cool.
Never.
You're pure.
Never ate it.
I like
and
that.
I did go, thank you. I did go to Hippie Life Crew, of course, event because that's where I discovered her. And when I tell you I was offered some good stuff, apparently it was some good stuff. I had edible, everything. It was right at my lips. And I didn't.
Why?
Girl, listen. I didn't know if I was going to turn into something
No.
because I'm a little bit older.
If it's your first time, then yeah, I don't know.
Girl, and it was some, I don't know like the terminology, but it was something hooked up to something and it was like a little gas. Girl, I don't know.
Oh.
He was like, this some good stuff right here. This
Yeah.
come on, baby girl. And it was
The
like
gas
some
mask? Hell yeah.
yellow,
That's the dab. That's the syrup. Like, nah, that's not. That's wax. That's just like straight THC with nothing in it, but just the shit that gets you high, basically. Oh, not curse. I'm sorry.
girl, yeah.
Okay, cool.
I mean, you know.
The stuff that gets
Hey,
you high.
we have to kick back. So do your thing. Do your thing. Look, she kicked up. She chilling. Alright, so that person's not off the juice say for me. I've never experienced this, so I can't really say. Alright, so I had a bad trip on drugs the other day. Not just bad, but the type of trip that scarred me for life. I was saying and doing things I can't control. I was aggressive, spilling my deepest, darkest secret to people that I didn't even know. You know, I normally never have this experience, but this time I did. Am I off the do say?
Yeah, you off the do say.
Why?
Because why the hell you gonna try something that you don't know? Like, okay, for example, you don't smoke weed. However, you see how it
Does
affects
a little
people
sham.
differently. You know, everyone did. Some like, oh, I'm so high. Some just be chilling. You know what I'm saying? So you know that's gonna be one or the other. Why would you ever put yourself in a situation where you don't know what's gonna happen and you start doing all this stuff in front of random people? You can get roofied, raped, molested, taken away, all these horrible things, you know, guys. So you just can't. No, they off the do say, but not really off the do say because do say don't make you do that. So just get that straight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's figurative.
It's figurative.
Pay attention
Yeah.
to the show.
Yeah.
Alright, so this next one. I've tried various types of alcohol, wine, beer, vodka, champagne, anything you could think of, I didn't drink it. Alright? I find them all disgusting. I take one sip and I feel like vomiting. It tastes like bloody poison or bleach. Honestly, I have no idea why people even drink. It's disgusting. Man, just smoke weed. It's healthier anyway. Off the do say?
Half and half. I'm lemonade and iced tea on that because it's like, okay, I hate the taste of alcohol, but sometimes you just need a good Merlot, which is a red wine that I really love, or Douce. You know, sometimes you just need it's a different effect. You know what I'm saying? You can't really turn up like you want to when you're just high. So sometimes drinking gets you like out of that, you know, closed off section and just goes, you know, buck wild and shit like that. But then on the other hand, it's like smoking weed is healthier. Like they should definitely legalize that versus alcohol. You get more accidents with alcohol versus weed. So I agree with both parties. I don't know.
Okay. Because I
They
haven't-
often do.
Not the do say.
Not the do say. Yeah.
So describe a time, before I go to these next ones, where you were like really drunk and really high, so I can get a gist of what the difference is. Because they both look like they moving in slow motion.
Yeah. I mean, what are you asking me to explain exactly?
I need you to tell me the time where you were the most drunk in your entire life and you don't, tell me up until what you remember.
I'm about to say, because I obviously wouldn't remember that.
Like, what did you drink? Where were you? Why did you drink that much? And what happened up until that point?
I was in Ocean City. I was with my mom and a random guy that came up to us at the bar. This older guy who had bread. He had the bag, okay? And he was like, chill Patron, it will get you crispy. So I was like, okay, cool. So I did about 7 shots of double shots of those big cups that was chill Patron. And my nigga, I don't remember. All I know is I told my mother I was going to get her a BMW by the time I'm 25. Okay. And I walked home. I don't remember walking home. My mother said she prefers me high versus drunk. So, I mean, that was how bad it was. I don't really know. But then I got home and I got high and I felt better. So for me, being drunk and high is like, it balances me out. Like, I can't just drink. I can just smoke, but I can't just drink. I have to smoke something.
So it brought you back.
It brought me back. So like saved me almost. And like sometimes it'll stop me from throwing up. Like it settles my stomach. It's like medicine, honey.
I gotta figure out why is it called chill? We said chill
Patron because it's just they put it through ice so that and basically it's easier to go down because it's so cold that you don't really taste the alcohol. Versus when it's hot, you can taste like every ounce of the Patron flavor. Like it's disgusting. Yeah.
All right, let's go to this next one. I drink alone on occasion, the weekends and usually during the week. I find something good to watch on TV. I don't like drinking with people. I just drink by myself. Off the Duce.
No, but I don't like that person.
Why?
Cause that person got an attitude problem. I know that person real lonely. Like that person, he wanna have like a pity party. They wanna I'm sorry, I always read and dissect people, and that's not even a real person. But still, come on, bro. Like, what you mad? You mad, bro?
I don't know. So, but people okay. So you think it's different? Like if you're drinking, you're a social drinker.
I'm a social drinker, but I also like, sitting back and drinking wine like that person said, but it was more so like, it's like, what do you mean I don't like drinking with people? Like, it's just kind of like, what?
I just want to be on my own.
Yeah, it's kind of like, you want to have a pity party, you want to say, oh, I'm so lonely, and you really want people to care, but when they act like they care, you still cry and do all this other shit, so yeah.
That's one thing I really don't like. One is, females typically do this, when people be like, oh, what's wrong? It's like, like you want all this attention. Then the third time it's like I'm done. All right, cool. And then it's like, well, you didn't try.
Are you really giving up on me? It's bad.
All right, so this last one, God only looks after the intelligent and strong. When you are born with weak genes, you are mocked until you die. Why? I will never be religious. Off the Duce.
That nigga off the boat. Yeah, well, I don't know what he on. He's on some other shit. He on that PCP, that bath salt.
I don't know where people get these theories from.
You know what? Everyone has a right to their, theatrical brains, but
God only looks after the intelligent and strong.
He does, but he also looks at other people. I mean, it's just like it's nothing. It's everything should just have a balance. That's what I'm big on. Yeah.
So you didn't surpass. My friend.
Yeah. And God is cool. Go to school.
Yes. All right. So we're gonna get into this next thing. It's called drug tests. All right. So before we go into drug tests, talk about some of the drugs that you have tried.
Weed, alcohol, little Molly, and I've tried acid before. Acid's pretty cool.
Okay.
Yeah, that's about it. That's as far as I've gone.
Okay.
I don't do backstory. I don't do anything white other than Molly. And I don't even do Molly anymore. But cocaine, anything that's closely related to crack and heroin and stuff like that, I try to stay away from because my father is a crackhead. Well, he was a crackhead, so he dealt with those things. And I know I have an addictive personality. My mother's addicted to coffee and cigarettes, she's German, so she's addicted to the European stuff, and he's addicted to the American 70s stuff. So I try to stay away from that, and I also, also responsibly take my drugs. So while saying this, because I was unsure if I was going to say this on camera.
It's good.
Be safe when you take your drugs. Always take it around people that you trust. But yeah, those are the 4 drugs that I tried. The drugs I do every day is just weed. Every day.
Why? Not down in it at all, but it's just
it's First of all, I've been smoking since I was 13, so it's really, and I'm 23 now, so that's 10 years. Mm-hmm. So that's like, it's literally an addiction now, and it's literally a habit that, you know, I've grown to love and I've grown to cultivate in a positive way, not let it, you know, destroy me. So, you know, I just, you know, embrace it instead of trying to get rid of it and going through all those types of things. And when I do, I mean, I can stop. Like, I've literally stopped for months before just because I had to get drug tested or anything that I had to do responsible. Like, I hate being an adult, but, you know, all those things. So those are the drugs.
You did mention at the show that was your first time performing high.
Yeah. And let me correct that. I've done edibles and performed, but I've never smoked and performed. I don't like to smoke before I perform because, you know, you want to have all that wind that you need, and I like to dance and groove around and stuff like that. But yeah, that was my first time performing with being high and smoking, and I really didn't enjoy my performance at all, to be quite honest. I've done so much better, and I feel like it's because I wasn't I wasn't responsible with my voice, guys, okay?
So you feel like after you smoke, it's like you don't have that full control.
Yeah, I like the feeling and getting into the vibe, but I don't like the fact that you have to smoke it in order to, you know what I'm saying? So next time I'm gonna just do an edible.
Okay. All right, so let's take a little break, and we're gonna come back with drug tests.
Drug test.
Go in the closet, put on your Freakum dress. Go to the club, Freakum, girl. Freakum. Freakum, girl.
Pull out that Freakum dress. Pull out that Freakum dress. Pull out that Freakum dress. Pull out Pull out Pull out Pull out Pull out that Freakum dress. Pull out that Freakum dress. It's time to pull that Freakum dress. Show these niggas who's best. We been settling for less. Shut the shit down like the feds. Hey, Mr. DJ, turn my shit up. It's time to put on a show. It's time to put on a show. Feeling good, she's lit. That's my best friend. Got the Tron in a cup. Got a little drug with a Pull out that Freakum dress. Pull out that Freakum dress. Pull out that Freakum dress. Pull out.
It's your girl Diamond B. Frazier, and I'm chilling with Miss Kora, the artist. Listen, on the little break we took, we was just rapping. We was just talking. I really like this girl. I like her vibe. She's so chill. She chilling at the kickback. So if y'all ever come through, just make sure you chilling, because we chilling. But yeah, we going to take a little drug test. See if she can get the job. She don't need no job because voice is on point. You feel me? Videos popping. The way she moves. She can twerk. She had her little stripper leg up. She was... I love it. You a mess. Alright, so the way we're gonna play drug test, right? This is what's about to happen. I'm going to tell you some effects, and you have to tell me what the drugs are.
Okay.
And then after that, we're going to get into a couple of movies and sitcoms. And I'm going to tell you maybe some drugs or maybe drinking that they done, but you have to tell me what show or what movie it's from.
Alright, I might fail, but I'm gonna try.
Listen, A for effort. A for effort. And she got 2 degrees, didn't you? Double
major.
Double majors.
Which means I got it in the same time frame. I didn't go twice, guys.
Listen. Y'all can't say nothing about this girl. She already won. Alright, let's go. Drug test. Alright, so this drug, it will give you narrowed blood vessels, enlarged pupils, and you might get a stroke. Is it meth, LSD, or cocaine?
Cocaine.
Okay.
Sure. I've seen that happen. Not to me, but.
Alright, this one. Dry mouth, unable to recognize reality, and there is some numbness. Is this bath salts, LSD, or weed? Or why do you say weed?
Because, first of all, bath salt is out the picture, and then LSD is more so of a psychological thing. I mean, not psychological. Whatever. That's the stuff that makes you. You know what I mean. And then weed is, is to heal and to kind of numb and to kind of like, So that seemed more like healing. And if you smoke, you got a dry mouth. I don't know.
Whenever you taking the test, when a teacher asks you why did you ask that, pick that answer, it's either they want to make sure that you believe what you say or you got it wrong. And I'm sorry, but that wasn't the answer. It is LSD. Dang. And you were right when you were saying it's kind of like a psychological thing, like you're not really here, like you're, and that's probably where it was unable to recognize reality. That's acid.
I should have remembered that one. I've done that. Why haven't I known that?
Because it's not a regular.
Yeah, so I only did it once. So.
All right, this one is irregular heartbeat, increased body temperature, and decrease in appetite. Is it bath salts, meth, or Percocet?
Perc.
Is that your final answer?
That's my final answer. Perc.
No, it's meth.
Oh, I ain't getting this job.
Well, girl,
it's a good thing I don't know about this because I don't even know.
It's good.
I don't even know.
We don't need to know. But listen, you better know for when you need to know. All right. True. So extreme hallucination, reduced motor control, and you might be a little suicidal. Is this Xans, Percocet, or bath salts?
Bath salts.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Increased appetite, chronic cough, frequent respiratory infections, weed, Xan, mushrooms. I'll read it again.
Yeah, give me it.
Increased appetite,
right.
Chronic cough, frequent respiratory infections.
What's respiratory infections?
Breathing, like.
Okay, what are the choices?
Is this mushrooms, Xans, or weed?
Gotta be weed.
Why?
Because I don't think mushrooms make you hungry.
I would have said, listen, I don't even smoke weed. I don't really study much about it. But I would have said weed just because every time I've like seen somebody like once they first take the first hit, it's like
yeah,
chronic cough.
Yeah,
you be hungry.
That's what I thought.
You on point.
Oh,
you thought right.
Oh, okay. I was
girl. Yeah. All right, so this one. Muscle cramping, involuntary teeth clenching, decrease in. Ooh,
Molly, baby.
She on point. You experienced it. So tell me. We're going to finish this test. We're going to talk. All right, so this is constipation, decreased ability to feel pain and itching.
Oh my God.
Is this, I don't know that drug. Is this LSD, Xan, or Percocet? Constipation,
what am I trying to say?
Decreased ability to feel pain, or itching.
And what are the choices?
Percocet, LSD, Xan.
Perc.
Okay.
Yeah, because something about pain,
something easy pain. There.
Yeah.
There you go. All right, now we're about to get into the sitcoms.
All right, let's do it.
All right, cool. You better do it. And listen, if y'all know, you better say something.
Bitch, I got me one too.
All right, listen. All right. A high schooler and his group of friends become embroiled in a drug dealer's business when he goes home with a backpack full of drugs from a party. Dope. Ooh. Everybody know this. Now, if you asked me, I would have been stuck. But that is true. Like, that movie was dope.
It was dope.
All right, so the main character of this movie, he has a journey from being a drug dealer to a hip-hop artist. What movie is it?
50 Cent. Get Rich or Die Trying.
Dang.
Yeah, I was gonna say Eminem, but
Got you.
8 Mile.
All right, so no longer under the watchful eye of his older brother, this person becomes involved with a drug dealer and begins to sell drugs. The streets begin to speak as he now owes the drug dealer money. After an altercation between the brother and the drug dealer, he's later shot in the chest.
One more time, Boys in the Hood.
No longer under the watchful eye of his older brother, this person becomes involved with a drug dealer and begins to sell drugs. The streets begin to speak as he now owes his dealer money. After an altercation between the brother and his dealer, he is shot in the chest.
I freaking don't know. Boys in the Hood 2. I don't know. I just made that up.
ATL.
How, Sway? How did I not know that? You should have put something about London in there.
What? How? Oh, Lauren London. No! That one gave it away. It's all about her.
I haven't seen that in a long time, guys. T.I., I'm sorry.
Yeah, come on. Alright, so after drinking a glass of spiked punch at a house party, this person comically embarrassed himself, as he always does, before stumbling drunkenly off the edge of a rooftop. This is from a sitcom.
Oh, one more time.
After unwittingly drinking a glass of spiked punch at a house party, this person comically embarrassed himself, as always, before stumbling drunkenly off the edge of a rooftop. What sitcom is this from?
Yikes. Is it new or old?
It's old.
Martin? Is it Martin? Fresh Prince. It's a different world.
Girl, you just named them now.
I don't know.
That's Steve Urkel from Family Matters.
Oh, I didn't really watch that, guys. I didn't really like it.
Dang.
I didn't like that show. I didn't.
Why?
Because it was like,
That was like
I don't know.
episodes ever.
I just never got into it. I mean, I definitely know the story of Urkel and all that stuff, but like I definitely didn't get into that show.
That's my show.
I'm sorry, guys.
Alright, so this is also from a sitcom. So run down with work, school, his girlfriend, having difficulty staying awake. This person decides to take drugs, some pills or something. Alright, his cousin later asks him for vitamins, but mistakenly takes the wrong pills, which lands him to a visit at the hospital.
This is new or old?
It's old.
Alright, one more time.
Alright, so run down with work, school, his girlfriend, and having difficulty staying awake. This person decides to take a drug. His cousin later asks him for vitamins, but mistakenly takes the wrong pills, which is pills that he was using to help him before. This lands him in the hospital. What show is this from?
Man, I suck 'cause I don't know. I have no idea. These are like specific scenes, and I should know this.
Yeah.
I should know this. Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
It sure is!
You know what? God is real.
Yes, he is!
Because I was imagining, someone had a stupid ass cousin and it was Carlton. And I was like, but I don't want to get it wrong because I said it twice already and I was wrong. But
No, you on point.
look,
You on point.
God has the Trinity. I was right in the third one. Hello.
Alright, well, let's see if you watch this show, because I used to watch this show faithfully. I was a little young and it was out before me, but who cares? That's my show. Alright, so a student mostly known for her Miss Goody Two Shoes ways at Bayside High suffers a full-blown meltdown after becoming addicted to pet pills.
What? One more time.
A student mostly known for her Miss Goody Two Shoes attitude at Bayside High suffers a full-blown meltdown after becoming addicted to pet pills.
Oh my God, I'm so mad. I can't think of it. I know it too.
Bayside High.
Oh.
Bayside. This was in California. This show was in California. This show was in California at Bayside High.
I don't know.
Come on.
I don't know.
Really?
Yes.
Girl Saved by the Bell.
Oh, I didn't watch that, y'all.
But what was you thinking it was?
I thought it was motherfucking, I can't, alright, so it was everybody in a college, and Jada Pinkett, Tupac, and it was a show, and it had a Spanish, no, it didn't have a Spanish girl, it had a light-skinned Joan in it, and
She could have been Spanish.
I don't know. Y'all know me, I don't know.
No. Alright, so this
I
next
feel like
one.
I failed life.
These sisters were found smoking a cigarette in the bedroom.
Sister?
Yes.
I was about to say.
Do you remember that episode?
I do.
Girl, I remember that one too. Alright, and this last one. The parents suspect the main character of using drugs when they discover marijuana in the house. But it turns out her younger brother was the culprit. What show is this from?
New or old?
Old.
Ooh.
Come on, this the last one. She ain't do it. She Pokemon! Gotta catch 'em all!
I don't know.
Girl, that was the main character's a woman.
Okay, so say it one more time.
Well, she was she is one. Alright. So the parents
Oh, I was about to
suspect
say
the
she
main character of using drugs when they discover marijuana in the house. But it turns out to be her younger brother. He was the culprit.
What's that show with Queen Latifah?
You know what I'm talking about? Living Single?
Yes. No?
She had a younger brother?
No.
So what are you talking about?
I just named anything I knew.
Girl, it was Moesha.
Oh. Fuck Ray J, yo.
Girl, he wasn't the younger brother.
Oh.
It was Miles. Girl, listen, we gonna take a break. She didn't fail the drug test.
I did. I didn't
She
watch
did.
that show. Y'all gotta go to like the real Jones, like the Martins and the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air's, like different world.
They wasn't really on the drugs like that. They was more of the, you know.
Or even It's 70s show. Hello.
No.
They was on the drugs.
They started. I didn't mention that show.
Why?
Cause
What's wrong with
I
this?
don't watch that
Is it
show.
because of white people?
She said it, not me.
My mom's white. I'm not racist.
She's not. She doesn't believe that there are, black and whites. It's the human race.
Yeah,
But we'll
there's
get into that.
There's no race.
We'll get into that because y'all know me, and now y'all knowing her. So of course you know we gonna get into it. But all right, we're gonna take a break. You're tuned into the Kickback with Diamond B. Frazier and Miss Kora, the artist.
See her.
So pop these drugs to feel bullshit and feel You can't tell me what to do. You can't tell me does
Alright, it's your girl Diamond B. Frazier. We are back at the Kickback. Sit back and relax, okay? With my Freakum not dress on the Deuces with Miss Kora, the artist.
You know.
Yes. So we're gonna get into a segment. Y'all know this one is Keep That Tweet. So we were scrolling through her Twitter. So I want to ask her a couple of things about some things that she had tweeted.
She's good.
You know?
Yes.
It's nothing crazy. She's cool. You know, this is a kickback. We're chilling. You know, we ain't here to antagonize, interrogate. We just talking. So, all right, let's look at the first tweet. This was on May the 10th. See, time is relative. There is no ending or beginning. Everything of our essence is cyclical. Why do you say this?
Well, I had just saw Interstellar, or I might have rewatched it or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if you guys know that movie, but it's basically they travel into the parallel universes of time. And I really believe in that God created something like that. So time is the only luxury, and it really just it's perceived differently by whoever it is. So that basically, it's just not like one certain thing, like 11:05. It could be the past, it could be the future, it could be right now, it could be yesterday, it could be fucking whatever you want it to be. It's just relative. It's just relative based on who you are, where you're at in life. For example, some people are further along in their spiritual journey than others. That's just one of those main examples. I can think of other ones, but I'm a little too high to think of them right now. But yeah.
So when people are like, I want to be, at the highest point in my career by the time I'm 30, or like you said, you want to get your mom a BMW by the time you're 25, like, doesn't that relate to time? Or like, how are you measuring it by age? Like,
you measure it, man, it's so deep. Okay, but you measure it, for me, you can't measure time by what society measures time by, or whatever. So I don't really believe that a year is a year, or whatever. What is a year? Like, really think about what is a year. We made that up. We made 12 months. We made all this. So it's just like you can recreate time in your own right and just be in a whole different world. And they call those people crazy, schizophrenia. All these things that we don't actually nurture and see if we might have some capacity on the other side of our brains to really talk to different energies in the fucking world. Everybody want to think it's like demons or anything. No, it could be very, very...
That's true.
You know what I mean? So it's time. I can go on and on, but time goes... for me, I like to follow time as far as what society says, just because everyone is on the same plane with that, and you know, the same language. I don't want to speak a whole different time language than you. And time language, I just made that up, so I don't think it's something deep or anything like that. But it's just like, it's different. Like for me, I feel like I might be young at 23. You might feel like you're old at 23. Mm-hmm. It's just all
relative, like whatever you think it is. Mm-hmm. Okay, so the next one, just some backwoods and logic.
That could mean one or two things.
Yeah.
Right? But in that, I literally was talking about the system logic that you make beats on.
Correct.
And I was, you know, what did I say? Like some weed or something like that?
You literally just said just some backwoods and logic.
Backwoods and logic? Yeah, I mean, I could have been talking about Logic the rapper, shout out. I could have been talking about Logic in life. But I think I was talking about the actual system. And, you know, that's all you need, because you need backwoods. You know, it's like belief, the most healthiest way to smoke weed. In my opinion, I don't really like papers, because you got to put frontal in it, which is to make it hit like a backwood. And it's basically tobacco. So it's just like you might as well just smoke the backwood. So all you need is backwoods, which is weed. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want to like necessarily say weed. And Logic. And you got weed and music, and it comes out with something great.
Do you feel like you're most creative while smoking weed, or have you ever made music without being under some kind of influence?
Absolutely. And I think, honestly, I make my best records in the morning, right after a wake and bake, or I can be sober. But it's like right when my ideas are fresh, when my voice is not perfect. I don't like recording perfection. I like to try to be perfected in the live show, so I sound better than the record, if that makes sense. Mm-hmm. It's just a little tactic. And so I like that fresh morning, you know,
kind of.
Yeah, but then also as far as creativity wise, which is, I stopped doing it because it really was like making me dehydrated and stuff like that. I would do like Molly sometimes, and I'll like put it in my coffee. Don't do this. But I put it in my coffee to stay up all night, because I didn't have the luxury of recording during the day. I had to do it in the wee hours of the night and catch people. So basically, I would do stuff on Molly and be up for hours and hours and hours with my producer and engineer, and we would be cranking out records like back to back to back. And that's when the productivity like rose. And then I got like used to that and couldn't do it without it, so I had to stop.
So that you can get back on track.
And when I cleared my mind and everything and cleared it, I didn't do like no weed, nothing. It brought me back to like, you know, sanity and like, you know, seeing things in this reality versus any other realities I was in.
So you would prefer to be under some kind of influence when you're making music versus not
smoke when I record. I usually do smoke when I record. It helps, because I'm a freestyle writer, so I would go in a lot like Lil Wayne would and go maybe 4 lines and then come out and cultivate that idea and like write it down like that. And sometimes I need a clear mind depending on the song, or a clouded mind depending on the song.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, so the next one, you double majored. I don't know if we talked about this on camera.
No,
we didn't. Okay, so this, she's very intelligent.
My underboob sweating. She said I'm very intelligent.
Yeah. I love it. Alright, so she double majored in business management and marketing. I don't cuss, but she could say you worked your
donkey off
for both these degrees.
I don't.
So you are 23. Dang, that's quick. So where did you graduate from? Where did you go to school?
I went to school at Robert H. Smith Business School at University of Maryland. Right down the street, guys. Shout out to UMD, man. That school was lit. That school was lit.
How was it balancing the music and getting your degree?
There wasn't. It basically, when I did my junior year, when I did try to do both, I got maybe like C's. I just like barely made it, and my music was also barely making it as far as like my time and effort and like performing and recording and actually being good and cultivating my skill. But when oh shit, I'm having a high moment. What was the question?
It was how were you able to balance the two? But
when I focused on either or, it was 3.5s and shit. Or if I focused straight on my music, then it was lit. Like it was lit. So basically, when I graduated, I had the freedom to like really either go get that degree job or use these years right now, you know, outside of school. I'm finally not doing anything for everybody else and doing something for myself. So
okay, all right, sounds good. All right, so let's look into the next tweet. All right. To be real, Everybody claim they real. She ain't say this. All she started with was to be real. But everybody say they real.
I remember going that hard.
Alright, so to be real, something I preach all the time, but it's hard to do even for me. But once you accept your flaws, it's very freeing. What does it mean to be real? Because everybody's claiming that. I'm real, I keep it 100, blah, blah, blah. What does it mean to be real?
It just means to like really be real with yourself. You're not supposed to use the word in the definition, I guess, right? So it's like you gotta be like 100% honest with who you are, and that's the only way you can be real. So meaning like you have to accept the fact that you might be a cheater, and you gotta, because if you don't accept it, then you're never gonna go into that idea of you being a cheater and wondering why, so you can stop it, or if you want to stop it, if you want to change. So it helps you change, basically. So I mean that can go into a whole spiral of ideas too. But
So
yeah, to be real is to just be 100 with yourself, really knowing what you're liking. I mean, what you like and what you don't like, and making sure that the people that you're dragging into it are fully aware that they're being dragged into it, and that they want to be dragged into it. That's being real. Just making sure people are on the same page. It doesn't really mean you have to tell everyone the honest to God truth in your whole life story. It just really means like, hey, you have an understanding, I have the same understanding, we're going to work to the same understanding.
So because you know what it means to be real and like what it looks like to be authentic, why do you say it's a little bit hard for you at times?
Because communication between humans is very, very difficult sometimes, and people don't communicate the same, people don't love the same. So when you're being protective of, you know, what you're saying and what you're being in front of people, it's just because you're, you know, making sure people don't really see what you don't want them to see. So I mean, I don't know. You should have told me that you was gonna ask me that so I can have an answer.
No, it's more like
well put together.
No, it's because you're actually, from my understanding, you're not under management.
No.
So and she's looking for a manager. Shout out. So if you know anybody, you know, this is amazing. But make sure you well connected, well
management
respected.
and PR, well connected, well respected.
Yes, all of that. So do you feel like if you had a manager, because a lot of times when people get under management, they get kind of just in this box.
Yeah, it has to be like I said, communication. Like my manager has to be my nigga. Cause he's gonna have to see me kirk. He's gonna have to see me be happy. He's gonna have to see me cry and go through shit. And he's gonna have to be the nigga that really pushes me for that 20% that you taking out my shit. So really, like, you have to be my nigga, and I don't want no lies. I don't want none of that. Like, I understand you gotta protect yourself and do what you want for your family, and go and by all means do that. I'm not gonna take that away from you, but he has to be a real nigga. Like manager. I don't know how you say it for a girl, but y'all gotta be real. I just want to be able, because the two people I got on my team is Ariana, my stylist. You know about styling,
yes,
honey,
girl, yes,
honey. She is slaying right now. Yes, so she just moved to LA, so now she's my teammate from afar. And then my producer, engineer, partner, David Knox. We keep it real. We fought, we cried together, we didn't experienced life together, we did drugs and had drops together, we didn't say we ain't gonna do drugs, we didn't found God together. Like it's like real life. I want to experience life with the people on my team. Like, we're experiencing this together, and with that comes the money, comes the popularity, and all that stuff.
Thank you.
Yeah.
She said, this is not about me, so I ain't gonna make it about me, but I'm glad she said it.
It's about her.
It's about her. It's about her. Stop. But no, that's what's up. Like, that's really what's up, because you need somebody who's really, really down for you. But not to get too deep into it, but is he someone, David Knox, is he someone that you grew up with or went to school with? Like,
no, but it seems like it. So basically, I've known David for about 3 years collectively, but I've known him, like being really close to him, for about a year. I met him through House Studios. Shout out to House Studios. And he is like the top engineer in the area, and he's getting his producer credits up now, and he's really dope at producing as well. So he's worked with anyone you can name someone. Name 5 people.
Laisha.
I was on Laisha last album.
Yeah, she was.
That's the homie. Shout out to Laisha. Love you, bro. Great new album. Was it License 3?
Yes.
That shit was lit.
It really was. He needs to come to the kickback.
Come to the kickback
Laisha.
and he be kicking back Like, we be in such, you know what, I'm not gonna put it out there. Like, my But yeah, he's worked with Light Show. I mean, he's worked with Wale. He's worked with Chaz French. He's worked with Faith Evans. He's worked with Future, freaking Rico, whatever his name is, fucking Post Malone, fucking, I don't know, anyone you can name, like Trey Songz, Raheem Devon, anyone in this area, he's touched. Like, you have not been lit in this area if you've seen David, we worked with David, or been around him at some point in time. So we've only been close for a year.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
All right, so we can get to this next one. We talked about it a little bit earlier, but I decided not to touch on it when we had spoke on the 70s show.
Oh,
No
that?
shade.
Could you
Exactly. What's the 70s show? No, this ain't about the 70s show, girl.
Okay.
But you said I don't tweet about all this race. It's only one race, and that's the humanist race.
Oh yeah.
F all of that. All right. So race is a big factor in our country.
Mm-hmm.
Whether you think it's the human race, you know, one race, all race.
It's definitely prominent.
You know,
people definitely see color.
They definitely do. So with that being said, where do you feel like we originated from?
So I feel like we originated from what is now called Africa, but
Before it was called.
before it was, I think it was called like Ethiopia or like Egypt, one of those E names. I'm sorry, I don't know, but I know they were basically history lesson real quick. Africa comes from Africanus, which is the last name of a European man, or a German man, I want to say maybe, that went over to Africa and basically befriended the Africans, and it was all love. Like, you know, we were actually family before it was racist, like racism. Like, the black people knew the land, so we would help those people who didn't know how to domesticate the animals and so on and so forth. We healed them and stuff like that. So those pictures that you see where we're standing behind them, we're actually like partners with them. We're not like slaves, but now they twisted our history. So basically, back to the Africanus, what used to be called like Ethiopia or Egypt or something like that. That's where I think we originated. I definitely think we started off darker, just because of where we started, and I think we were the first, I guess, race, if you want to separate the colors. Black people were the first people to circumnavigate the whole globe, so meaning we just mutated. So my mom, who is a German white woman, she's technically a mutant, but not in a negative connotation. Mm-hmm. She's just, that's what we evolved into. We stopped evolving into, I guess, cavemen and all whatever stuff and monkeys and shit, and we started evolving through color and size and shapes and stuff like that.
So who do you think defined black and white? Not a particular person, but do you think it was a European, a white person? You think it was someone of an African background?
To make it something that was an oppression type thing, I definitely think Europeans had a lot to do with that. But initially, when we're like when we literally just see each other for the first time, so say if I was European and you were in Africa, you got the African going on right now, and I'm from Europe, and I come over and I see you for the first time, and I'm just afraid because you look like me, but you don't look like me. So I feel like it was like, I feel like niggas like was like, yo, what do you do? Who are you? And it's like, duh, and nobody knew what the fuck anybody was saying. And then out of time, people start getting greedy. I feel like we were friends. Like, I really feel like we were all friends. Like, I honestly got watch Hidden Colors, guys. Hidden Colors, all 4 parts is very, very long. Watch Hidden Colors. She knows. Mame? Mm-hmm. She knows. Honey, watch Hidden Colors, because it will really open up your mind to, you know, where we come from as a human race. And I just don't think it's no color. I just think that we're just lighter shades. I mean, why is it racism in our own color? How you get to the color and you still...
Girl, it's a lot of history behind that. But this ain't gonna be her first time here. Believe that. She
was like the house slaves and stuff like that, and the field jumps, and
it's a lot. I mean, we got pinned against ourselves.
We did.
Like, it's still to this day.
All the time. Like,
light skin, dark skin, bright skin, no skin, all that.
All the time. I mean, and even if race didn't exist, that was just one tweet that's talking about the human race. But even if race didn't exist, they would do class. You know what I'm saying? It would be based, because at the end of the day, green is the only color. So if race just disappears and we all love each other, there's still going to be division between who's rich and who's poor, or any other things, religion.
All right, so it's all a game, all of it. But I don't want to play the game. I want to change the game. I need more people people though, because it's bigger than you.
Yeah.
What do you mean by that?
I think this is a game, the Matrix. Shit is the Matrix that we're in. You know what I'm saying? And not like, I'm not a conspiracy.
Life or this industry?
Ooh, girl, honey. I was talking about life, but the industry too. It's all a game. And in that particular tweet, I'm pretty sure I was talking about the industry because the industry is a tool to get you someplace bigger than yourself, to lead people to something bigger than yourself. So basically, that's what I meant by that. And I don't like playing the game. I don't like playing games. But if that's if that's my ultimate goal, I have to play the game to get there. So that's all I meant by that tweet. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Alright, we ain't trying to play the game. We just trying, you know.
Yeah.
Many times I don't feel like my art is appreciated. That's your right. The problem comes when my soul is the art.
Ooh.
Is my soul unappreciated? How can someone show you that they appreciate your art?
I mean, it's just the energy that comes behind it. Whether it's a comment on Instagram and you have a special little emoji or something like that, or you know what I'm saying, whether somebody really like spends the money or the time with you, or whether somebody's like helping you get to that point that you want to go to. So I honestly think that it's all through energies. The moment that I see in my head, just to wrap that point up, is, you know, I'm at a badass festival and it's a song that comes on and they just start singing it and everyone is going crazy, and at that point I've realized that my soul is appreciated, that my art is appreciated. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm ultimately selling my soul.
So why do you feel like it's unappreciated?
Career, you know, up and coming artists, we all go through the comparing ourselves to other artists and why does this person have this and stuff like that, and that a lot of times when you focus on other people's past, you're not focusing on your past, and that's why I had to stop comparing myself to people. And that's a lot of times I'm like, well, this person's here, but I'm here, and I don't understand why, because I feel like I'm the shit. But you know, maybe I'm not the shit, and I had to like really humble myself and really just like sit my little ass in the corner and really hustle and really make relationships and just be genuine in everything that I did, instead of just trying to see what people are doing and hopefully if I follow that, then you know what I mean. I had my time. I'm very impatient, but now I'm learning.
Girl, that make two of us. Shoot, I'm just looking for that one shot. You feel me? And I'm gonna make the method shot.
One mic, one shot.
All that.
Yes, that's the opportunities, man.
Yeah. So it's gonna be one more tweet, then we're gonna get into a little break, and then we're gonna, you know, end things, wrap it up a little bit. All right. So this next one, when a toxic person can no longer control you, they will try to control how others see you. Stay above it. True facts. Who in your life or anybody that you have come across has tried you in this instance? If you don't want to be specific, just give me a situation in which this applies. In relation to you. Not in general, but something that you've experienced.
I had a boyfriend. This is an example because it happened a couple of times in different situations. But I had a boyfriend who literally was so much in my head that I believed anything that he said, to the point where he could lie about anything and I thought it was truth. And he basically told me lies about people that I grew up with, I was close with, and I believed him. And it almost drove a wedge between all my friendships. So when I got out of a relationship, because I definitely made that tweet, that was when I was like 16 and he was like 20. But now, like looking back at that, I going through it over and over again with different situations, it was just like, that's what people do. They don't do nothing but spread, you know what I'm saying? So you just got to be careful what you let inside of your body, because your friends are a part of your body. You're essentially, you know, we're all the same people, we're all the same body. So it's just that you got to make sure that that person that you're letting in, not to say that toxic people are bad, they just are damaged and hurt and have to get that out before they can enter in something positive and keep it positive. So that's one situation. I'm not going to go into details about what he did, how he did it, but fuck you. If you ever see this.
Which I hope you do.
Yeah.
I hope you do. Because
this is the only fame you will ever have. And you're not even mentioned. And I'm not even famous yet.
but she on the rise with no manager at that. Shorty got singles on the radio, performing places, being booked with no
Shout
manager.
out to Tony Rez and DJ Dubwise. I love y'all, man. Mwah. I really
Yes. Imagine when you do get management, you got somebody who's already plugged in all these places. You already doing good without it. So, girl, kudos to you.
Thank you.
Definitely.
I appreciate it.
So that was Peep That Tweet. All right, we at the kickback. We're going to take a little break and then, we're going to say goodbye. I know you're going to miss us, especially this lovely. But yeah, we will be right back.
I looked for you all over town, but you gave me the one. Fly free, baby, fly with me. I need to know if you're feeling me. It's bullshit for you feeling me, 'cause you so sweet to me. Oh, yeah. Say you so sweet. Yeah, but
We are back. I'm your host, Diamond B. Frazier. You are at the kickback, and I have with me
Kora, the artist.
That's my girl.
Yeah, that's
Listen, we really about to hang out. Y'all about to see us. I'm
That's my
dead
best
serious.
friend. That's my best friend.
Yes, Taurus and Virgo, you better know it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so this last segment, it's not even really a segment. We just gonna have I just have a couple of questions, just in general. But while we doing this, I want you to draw a picture of what success looks like for you, for your future. What it will look like successfully. I'm gonna draw what I think it is while I'm asking you these questions.
Okay.
Just in general.
So we're really drawing.
Yes, we got a little whiteboard behind
I was
us.
looking at this like, I hope we use it because it's pink.
Yes, girl.
So we're
All
drawing
right.
a picture of what we think success looks like.
For you, like what success would be for you? Like you feel like I made it, like I'm successful. Not that you haven't already, because what you've achieved already in your life.
So give
is
me like an
success.
example.
Like
What would someone draw?
I don't want to tell you because
You
it
just
could
want
be,
it to be organic. Okay,
yeah,
all right,
organic.
cool.
Because it literally could be from you drawing a picture of you and a bunch of babies,
Right.
and like you just had a bunch of kids, or like your dog, just went from being 2 to like 75. It's whatever you feel like is success in your life, whatever aspect of it.
Okay.
All right, so we're about to do this. I'm about to draw mine. But all right, so what is your mission statement as an artist?
My mission statement as an artist is to do whatever I can do with my voice to change the world in a positive way. And I want to just get money in order to give money back. Like, I'm really big on not necessarily even charity, just building and creating anything. And if I can use music, that's something that I create to create foundations or housing for people, that's what I would want to do. It's to really change people's lives and to do something that I love doing while doing that.
Do you feel like that people in the DMV organically like care about people, or do they just show up to these charity events because they feel like they have to?
I think everyone does it for both reasons, to be quite honest. I think everyone does it because they have someone in their family or someone that they know that's going through something, and they want to be a part of it. And some people know that doing positive things you're gonna receive positive things, so they just trying to do that to get a good karma. And some people do it literally just to make themselves look good. But people in the DMV, for the most part, I see actually really, really care. And I can name 2 people that I know. Risa Renee, that's my baby. She's always doing something for the community. Shout out to her. And also Foots, the drummer from Marley and the Mix. On his last birthday, not the birthday just passed, he went to like a homeless place and like just passed out food. He used all his birthday money to do that. And I just thought that was amazing.
Wow.
Like, I thought that was so lit.
All right, so a lot of dudes, because this is, the DMV look like it is kind of ran by rap dudes. All of them are heavily into drugs. Like, I just watched the interview. Shout out to Pat is Dope and Fat Trail.
Shout out to them.
Shout out to them. They're
Slutty
moving.
boys.
Yes. Shout out to my man P. Wow. That's my little buddy right there. So, Pat is Dope had asked them, what are some things that you gonna cop, clothing wise. And Fat Trail like, nah, I'm not really into clothes like that. I spend most of my money on drugs. And I've been looking at a lot of, DMV rappers, their tweets and stuff like that. Shout out to all of y'all, but everybody's looking for perks or, some kind of weed, some Molly or something. Why do you feel like in this industry, especially in the DMV, but really all over, that hardcore drugs or just drugs in general is like so much needed? Like they fiend for it.
That's all they know. And not in a negative way either. A lot of these guys use music as therapy, and a lot of these guys found music through drugs. So a lot of these guys associate, and women associate, drugs with, their escape, and anything that they can do to escape their circumstance, they're gonna do. And especially if it's not directly hurting anyone else, even if it's hurting themselves. And a lot of times it's just to really have a good time. That rockstar lifestyle is real. Most artists are somewhat crazy and weird, and that outcast person. And a lot of times, when everyone's on the same drug, it kind of brings people together. And when you're in the hood, you don't sing Kumbaya and come together. You have guns and drugs that brings you together. You have brotherhood, gangs, and stuff like that. So I think a lot of it is just their lifestyle. Some of them just do it because they think that that's what they think that if they struggled, that people will respect them more instead of coming from a good home. So a lot of people do that too. And some people are just very into drugs themselves. Like, they really like to make drug music, like, fucking, what's his name? The Weeknd.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's a lot of times because they're addicted to drugs, because of their circumstances, because of their environments.
So if you have children one day, because, we never know.
Right.
How would you go about conversations with drugs if they bring it up about being interested in? Like,
oh, we want to try everything together.
At 8, you said you started at 13. So if you have your child coming to you at 13,
I would kindly ask them, and I'm not gonna be like one of those parents that's too nice or too strict, but I'm gonna kindly ask them, like, I understand that I'm so proud that you came to me and talked to me about this, and I understand you want to try this now, but you have a lot of developmental things that I want to happen before, and I've experienced it this time, so hopefully can we wait till you, 17 before you hit your first blunt? Like, you know what I mean? Like, can we at least wait, you know what I'm saying? Because they're going to do what they want to do regardless. Mm-hmm. So you better, nurture that instead of just let that shit just
be like, heck no! Because then you get the little sneaky ones.
Yeah.
Okay. That's cool. So it really doesn't matter. Okay, so is there a drug or anything that you would be like, oh, heck no, you're not trying this? Or that you wouldn't want them
anything harder than Molly, I wouldn't do.
But so what if it starts affecting their school?
Oh, for them? For my kids?
For your kids, yes.
Oh, I would only want them to smoke if they were to do any drugs. I wouldn't even want them to drink or do any other thing. And if it starts one thing that my father did teach me, and he's a drug addict, but he's a good man, is, if you're gonna do these things, realize what it's gonna do to your life, and really understand that this is what it did to me. So I really have to make a point to, make sure it doesn't fuck up your life. He said, I'm a living example of my life being fucked up. If you want to do your drugs, I can't stop you, but make sure you're doing it in a way that is not fucking up your life. And that's what I would try to preach to my kids, you know what I'm saying? But of course I hope they just stay sober all their life. Like my stylist, Ariana, shout out to you, God-fearing woman, never, ever, ever, ever been turned in her life on anything. In her life. She's 23.
Dang, girl.
Pure. It's been with the same guy since high school.
Goodness.
Girl,
I wish.
It's doing the damn thing. Working with incredible people, with BET and all these people like that. You know what I'm saying? So, that's what I want my daughter to be like her. You know what I'm saying? And not to say I'm a bad influence or anything, but I went through some shit. Not to say that Ariana didn't go through anything, but I don't want them to go through something that's going to cause them to resort to drugs. I wish I didn't have to smoke weed all the time, but I like it so much I just want to do it, so I'm gonna do it.
Okay, so do you feel like the music that you've created so far has been influenced by that, not by meaning the content?
So the content influenced by the drugs, you mean?
Yes, content of your music.
Some of it has, in both good and negative ways. But more so good, ironically. So drugs bring up shit that I need to talk about, and it keeps it real. It keeps me real, because when I'm sober, I'm a little less real. I'm a little less like, you know what I'm saying. So it opens me up. It keeps me open. So that's why. But I don't think it's necessarily like the content is surrounded by a lot of drugs. Like I have one song on my EP called Vertigo on SoundCloud now. Go cop that.
Yes.
It's called Acid, and I was just, I was like, I get high to fuck with these niggas. I'm dreaming. I can't feel my face. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm just explaining the experience itself. I'm not like promoting it. I'm just like, man, this is what happened when I was on acid.
Okay.
Yeah,
So, like, there's like a Trey Songz who invented sex 27 different ways in a million different songs. And then you got Kendrick Lamar, who's trying to get you to see what the world is like. And then you got, P. Wild talking about every kind of drug and hold this and that. And, I mean, shout out to all these guys. They're definitely doing it. But what is you? Like, what defines you in your music? Or are you more experimental?
I started off experimental, but really what inspires me is, I know it's cliche, but life itself inspires me to like write, like the simplest things, like these balls on the wall, pause. That's a song. These balls on the walls, pause. And it's like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. It's just like I just like the freedom of So I guess I would say experimental. I'm very free with my shit. Like, I really don't like the idea of sitting there to a beat and writing. Yeah, I'm very experimental with my sound.
And I say this because, as a creeper, a certified creep, me, I was listening to bands. I'm just trying to get this money in my hand. Yes, girl, listen. I really like that a lot, and
that's so old.
The visual.
Shout out to Reds and MJ.
The visual is really, really, really good.
Shout out to Tyler.
Really, really, really good. And I was scrolling through the comments. Everybody always got something to say, and
read that, John. Read that.
Some people were like that they feel like that wasn't you. You were just making a song about the typical things that apparently your songs are more geared towards. Not being in love, but like being mad at a man.
Mhm.
So
shout out to Mikey from 94 Go. He was my producer on my first album. He helped me with a lot of my writing. He helped cultivate how I structure my songs. And he works with another artist now named Saba. She has a new EP out called How Things Fly. Check it out. It's so dope. She's from the DMV. And he was very much trying to make me very R&B. Not make me, but that's what his production was. That's what his sound was. So, and that's what he put my voice on when he heard records. So that's what I did. And then when I did bands, that's when I really had no one telling me what to do. And not to say that it was bad that he was telling me to do, because I went to him to tell me what to do.
Mm-hmm.
So when I had no one there to tell me what to do, on my second try at music, I kind of just did whatever. And the producer I was working with at the time, Reg, was like, you need a writer. You need structure. You need, So that song, I know I was going to get a lot of mixed reviews on, but what I liked about it was because it was me. It actually was me. The one before was like, the cookie cutter, sick of love, like, those I'm crying out type things. But this one was more like my everyday thing. I'm in college. I smoke weed. I'm trying to get this money. I'm really trying to make my mama proud and like buy her that house, buy her that car that she's always been wanting. You know what I'm saying? Because she invested so much money into my career. So like, I didn't really care about that person, and I realized, I was like, you know what, that's the sound that me and Mikey created that you miss, and me and Mikey are no longer working together in that capacity, not for no hard feelings or anything, just because we've moved on. And I'm on a whole different wave now, and I mean, people are loving this new song. I haven't had any bad critique from these new songs, other than Do Say was a little rough because the structure wasn't normal, and
you did a visual to Do Say.
I did,
and that
was so lit.
It really was, and I believe, if I'm not getting your stuff mixed up, it was also a video in which you were in the house or inside at some point, but you were also outside of the waterfall.
Yes, that's the one. Yeah.
Okay, and what was the criticism on that?
I got a lot of great feedback from the promotions of that. Mm-hmm. When I released that, I got no love online. when I go and I see everyone that's my peers in the industry in this area or anywhere, that anyone that knows me, friends, family, you know, enemies, haters, whenever I see them, they're like, oh, I saw your video, you do so good, blah, 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 blah. And it's just like, but where was that response? Where is that support when I really needed that? I put a lot of effort into that visual. That's not something that you can do like all the time as an independent artist.
Correct.
That was blessings on blessings on blessings, and I felt like I failed in putting that out. And maybe I should have released it on a blog and not pro bonoed it. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I should have put more money behind the push of it instead of the creative process of it. But like as an artist, you only think about the creative things. You don't think about the business side. Mm-hmm. So me having to be my own PR manager and artist is kind of hard. You know, so it's like I have to think about all these things at once. So I just wish that people would see that, understand that, and appreciate me, that I'm not just a singer dancing and smoking weed and stuff like that. I actually really love this shit, and I do this shit for a living. Like I don't have no other job.
That's your life. Like
this is my life. Like I don't get paid for this. People don't pay me for shows yet.
It's on. Yeah, did you hear that? Yet it's
I get paid through my soul being appreciated, because that's more important than money. Because I know the money will come.
All right, so you finished?
This show ugly, y'all.
All right, I'm not. We're gonna show it to the camera first, and then you're gonna show me, and I'm gonna show you, and then we're gonna talk about it. All right, look. Don't look. Y'all can see. You can see. Can y'all see? All right. Okay, let me look. Did you show them?
No.
Show them.
Oh my god. Can y'all see that? Do I gotta explain this? It's a lot.
Yeah, you gotta explain it. You don't gotta stand up and explain it, but they, you know.
I'm sorry, it's a very hard picture. I am an artist, but not in drawing. I'm pretty sure.
Y'all saw me, y'all ain't know.
Is yours cuter than mine?
No, I didn't see yours, so I don't know. But let me look.
Man, yours better than mine. Mine looks the exact same though. Why we got the same thing going on?
Cause girl, yes.
Yes, on air game show.
Oh, I hear that.
Oh, you want to do game
yes,
shows?
Girl.
That's lit. That is so unique. I've never heard anyone say I want to be a game show host.
Yes. Like I don't want to be a part of something that's already established. Like I want to come up with my own concept.
Yeah, like how Ellen be doing on her show.
Girl, yes.
Oh, can you when we get
girl, as soon as I get there
on that show, I'm so down.
Yes. She about to get a Grammy, Oscar, all that. Listen. Pharrell and Pastor to talk to said Kora the artist. You know,
I got the Vanguard Award, Lifetime Award.
You know, and there's so much love in the audience.
Yeah, God's there.
God is there. He like, listen, I told you,
and
it's a matter of time.
Dave, he got the spiky hair. He's right there.
David Knox,
and
yes.
my mom.
Oh, hey mom.
Oh, and then Lena. That's my best friend. Love you, boo.
You can't forget Lena.
Yeah, she's there.
Alright, yeah, so that's what success looks for us. You're going to see her and you're going to see me. And we're going to show this again because we're going to revisit this.
This is success right here. These are success.
Girl!
Success, Mom. Thank you. Yes.
Well, I can't say the same, but...
she just can just that thing will
just
go bye-bye.
But yes, we're going to revisit this, you know, in some years or whatever. And we're going to see where we at.
Picture of that.
Yeah, do that. Find that.
Find my phone. Yeah.
I don't know. It's somewhere.
Thanks.
Girl, yes, we're going to remember this. We definitely going to remember this. It's a matter of, yes, take a picture, not me.
My vision of success
will happen.
Kora the artist.
For real, man.
Exclusive.
Yes. So, yes, you have been tuned into the Kickback DMV with Diamond B. Frazier and Miss Kora the artist.
This was so fun. Thank you so much for having me, guys.
Oh, thank you for coming.
And all you, like, 121 views that I get, thank you. Because I know I ain't...
Girl, we in the same boat. We in the same boat.
Look, we gonna promote this and y'all gonna see us.
Yes.
Honey.
The big lights.
Mm-hmm.
Stay tuned for next time. Bye.
Bye.